here's what I remember how we got started into this whole thing. Well, it starts, I got to give my wife credit. It starts with Ashley, because we had been doing Story of the World with our kids. It's a non-denominational Protestant history curriculum. And it's in many respects, it was a wonderful creation. They had a great audio book. It wasn't an audio drama. It was just like an audio book.
Yep.
But it made history so fun, and it would like insert, it would go into, I don't know what you call it, not first person, but it would go in res, like it would go into the story and start telling a little piece of the Odyssey or the Iliad or the Aeneid or whatever part of Gilgamesh. It would tell a little piece of Gilgamesh or whatever. And my oldest kids, who are now like 23 and 21, they were, as young guys, they were listening to the audio book of Story of the World. And my wife, she's like, Conor, you run a Catholic publishing company. What are you doing? Go make a Catholic version of Story of the World. Go do it. I'm like, okay. So we eventually did. And I was talking to Maureen. I was like, we need to make a Catholic version of Story of the World. And she's like, I got your guy. So I got your name. And I remember where I was. It's funny because we happened to be at a beach retreat. We were at, I don't remember what beach, but our company goes on annual trips. But we were at a beach this particular year, and I had with me like an epic novel book that you wrote.
Oh, yeah.
What was that
called?
Tale of
Meneth.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I remember just buying that and kind of skimming through it to get a sense of what kind of writer you were.
Yeah.
And I saw, okay, this guy is not just like a historian. He's taught history with Homeschool Connection. He's a storyteller.
Yeah.
He's a storyteller. And I knew that's what we needed. So we came out with the plan to do a 4-part volume of, the world. And we called it Story of Civilization.
Yeah.
And that's how we got started.
Yeah. And I remember, talking about remembering exactly where I was at the time, I was mayor of Howell, Michigan.
This is awesome.
Yeah, I was in local politics, and I was working also. I had an office job for a pest control company. I was teaching for Maureen on the side, but my main gig was like working in this office. And Kevin contacted me, or not Kevin, you did. You contacted me out of the blue and asked to talk to me on the phone. And I was at the office. I was at the pest control job, and I remember I walked outside, and I wasn't prepared because when I got on the phone, it was like you and Rick Rotondi was on the phone, and all these this huge like conference call, and I was like, oh shoot, like I didn't think it was going to be this. And you pitched the whole idea to me, and I didn't know what Story of the World even was.
I remember.
You were kind of explaining it to me. It took me a while to understand the format. As I recall, you had to send me copies of the books in the mail, and I went through them. And I quickly understood why you wanted a Catholic version, because as exciting as those books are, they did not handle the Catholic elements of European history very well. And after we put it all together and started on the track of producing Civilization, I started to realize that not only could we make a Catholic version of this, but we could actually improve upon the quality of what was done with the audio dramas, like actually dramatizing the stories, but also with the focus of the content. Story of the World is very, very spread out about world history, and you get a very surface view of a lot of things, where I said, no, we can go into a lot of depth and narrow the scope and just focus on Western Civ and get some really good stuff. And it just came together. It was one of those like lightning in a bottle sort of things. We were all there at the right time with the right idea.
Yeah.
And, that ended up being so successful. I resigned from being mayor to like the last 6 months into my term. And I gave this as the official reason. I was like, I'm focusing on my writing this book series.
Well, good. Well,
and it was a nice feel. Now, really, I wanted to get out because the politics were so toxic.
Well, you're welcome for providing an excuse.
You gave me a great feel-good excuse where you'd be like, oh, good for the mayor. He's going to go write history books. And I could just ride off into the sunset.
Hey, thanks, guys, for checking out the Conor Gallagher Show. Please take a moment to like, subscribe, or comment, or whatever you got to do to support it. And I appreciate that very much.